What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing a one-step paint correction followed by a 3-year ceramic coating on this 2006 Lexus. And I'm just going to be taking you guys along for the entire process. You guys can see really just from start to finish kind of what it takes and what really goes into actually installing a ceramic coating. So obviously we are going to be starting with just cleaning the wheels and tires, really making sure to deep clean them and obviously get them really thoroughly cleaned. You guys can see rinsing the wheel wells, wheels, and tires. Then we're just going to be degreasing them and just kind of agitating all those surfaces as you guys see here. Making sure to get inside areas such as like the wheel barrels, which are not as easily seen with that kind of thing, but obviously equally important to detail. Then we are going to be moving to, after we clean all four wheels, obviously moving into rinsing the car off. We just call this the pre-rinse, which you just saw me do, and just to kind of remove the loose contaminants. Then we're just going into the foam cannon, and then we are going into our contact wash, which is just a hand wash. After that, we are doing iron remover here, which you see here, and we are just basically applying this. It's a chemical solution that's going to essentially break down and remove all those iron, all that iron buildup that's kind of built up on the surfaces of the car over, I believe, 18 years now, which is how old this car is. So I'm guessing that has never been done to this car, so it's obviously a really good thing to do, to get it decontaminated and really just get the paint just fully cleaned before we install the coating, because that'll give us the longest life out of that coating. So here we are just clay barring it, which is the mechanical form of decontamination. You guys can see just kind of rubbing a clay bar across all the paint to basically pull off the deeply embedded contaminants. And then straight after that, we're going into polishing. Like I said, we're just doing a one-step polish on this paint because it's really not necessary or even worth it to do a two-step on a car like this that gets daily driven. And really, it's, for a lot of people, it's kind of hard to tell the difference between something like a one-step and a two-step coating, or I'm sorry, correction, because they are just, if you look at it under a flashlight, you'll see a difference, but just kind of from 10 feet back, they look very, very similar. So that's what you see me doing here. Then we're going to be dressing the tires. We do this before the coating because that way, if we are to get any tire dressing for whatever reason onto the surface onto the paint or glass or whatever, then we'll just wipe it off with paint prep, which is going to be in the next stage. So that's kind of the reason we do that before the coating, because right after this, we're going to be moving into the paint prep, which is just going to, which is just a solution we just spray on the surface and then wipe down. That is going to basically remove any kind of residue left by the polish or any kind of like small dirt or debris or whatever that somehow found its way onto the surface. And then you guys see me here just installing the coating. We're starting with the fender. And really just a few things to note about this process. Number one, you guys can see I'm just doing this entire fender at the same time, just kind of as a whole, because this is not a huge piece, a huge piece of like body work. So it's not like too big of an area to do at a time, and we can definitely do that in time before it flashes and before it needs to be buffed off. This is also not a professional grade ceramic coating, so it is going to leave us a little bit more time to actually buff it off. And then you guys see me here, just after we coated the hood, just buffing off the area or the fender panel to remove all that coating, kind of whatever just didn't get bonded to the surface. Obviously, you want to buff it off. So, and then we're doing the hood obviously here. And really, I like to use the two towel method with this. So basically what we're doing is I'm buffing it off with one towel initially, and then I'll come in with a second towel. You guys just saw me there flip them, and I'll just buff it off with the second towel to, I'll do a really good job, try to get 95% off with the first towel, and then with the second towel, just kind of getting that whatever is left. This just, the two towel system just ensures that we get every single drop of coating off the surface so there's no high spots. Here you see me doing the glass, because we are also applying a glass ceramic coating to this car on the windshield. So that's kind of a very, very similar process. You see me here just buffing it off. And like I said, very similar process to the paint coating, not much different. And then here's the final result. And you can see it looks really, really good. Really just high gloss, really good depth for, once again, an 18-year-old car. It just looks really, really good. And like I said, shiny. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us at any time, and we'll see you guys in the next one.